Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation. I'm Jiazheng Yang. In this presentation, we're going to give you a brief introduction of our project as well as some diagrams we've created. Basically, our project is a prototype of a hospital in the metaverse. So we're going to apply most of the features of hospitals in the real world to our prototype. And next, let's talk about our feature diagram. The first feature is that users can create their own 3D avatars based on photos posted by them. And this is also an important metaverse feature of our project. The next one is the hospital feature. Users can choose to be patients or doctors in our project. For example, if they choose to be patients, they can see a doctor while they can make the diagnosis if they choose to be doctors. And the last one is the management system, which can manage messages between patients and doctors, appointment records, and something like that.
Hi, I'm Fumin Chen. I will talk about class diagram. In class diagram, we set a superclass called people and three child class called doctor, user, and admin. Doctor can create a pure list while user make a case and create a work time to set doctor work time, and also can update case, update the pure list and update the work time. User can talk to the AI bot while using our AI bot talk object to save and send and receive the request. And the user can create a case history. Then doctor will use it, view it, and update and create a pure list. Admin can create a pure and set the price. Then doctor can use it to make a pure list. That'll be all for class diagram.
Hello, my name is Songming Liu. I will talking about our object diagram and the interaction diagram. This diagram shows three main objects, admin, doctor, and user. Each of the three roles has a different operation process. The main purpose of user is to register an account, create a virtual charter after successful registration, make an appointment with the doctor and the time, conduct consultation, and finally get the list of bill and pay the bill. The doctor main is to look at the user upload information to check, and then through their description and create a bill list and upload. The administrator mainly manages all user accounts, doctor's account, and all case history information, and perform editing through operations such as adding and deleting new roles.
Hi everyone, I'm Xiaohan Wang and I will introduce the activity diagram for creating a custom 3D avatar. First of all, the user needs to upload a photo, which will be sent to a third-party API. The third-party API will create a 3D avatar based on the user's photo and return it to our application. If the user is not satisfied with the 3D avatar, the user can choose to edit the 3D avatar with the clothing and accessories provided by the third-party API, or upload another photo to create a new 3D avatar. Once the user has accepted a 3D avatar, the data for this 3D avatar will be returned to our database, and the activity of creating a custom 3D avatar is completed.
This is our interaction diagram, and this diagram is sequence diagram of administrator. The administrator logs in using the account and password, and the database receives data for verification. After successful verification, the database automatically jumps to the management interface. The administrator can add new roles and send a request to the database. The database will be carried out in a query. If it has the row of information in the database, will cause the file of add and will return an enroll message to the administrator. If not the row of information, the database will add and save the data information and finally return to the system. Add show success. The administrator can also delete the row. When a row is deleted, the system will send it to the database, and the database will delete the data. Finally, the system will update and save the data and return to the system.
State machine diagrams typically are used to describe the state-dependent behavior for an object. An object responds difficulty to the same event depending on what state it is in. In these diagrams, three modules are included: login module, make appointment module, and upload symptom module. The user can close the window at any time during the three modules. At the beginning, the user will log into the system and the system will check the user information. If the password is incorrect, the system will prompt the user fill it in again. After logging into the system, the user will enter the Make Appointment module, which will allow the user to select a doctor and time. After that, a confirmation window will pop up. If the user selects No, the user will go back to the selection page. When appointment successful, the user will enter the Upload Symptom module. The user can choose to descript their symptom in text or image. When the user clicks the Upload button, the information will upload it to the database. If the upload fails, the system will tell the user reason.
In package diagram, I separate the controllers layer and the database layer, and two special function package, which are AI chat and Java mail. I put all objects in domain package. So if a front end want to request the data or send the data request, will receive by controller layer functions, then the controller layer functions will drive those requests to the database layer and special function layer. Those functions will run by Hibernate first, and Hibernate will switch the HQL language to the SQL language, then check in the database. Then the functions will send the data back to the controller layer, and those controllers will send those data back to the front end. That will be all for the package diagram.
Hello everyone, I'm Xiaohan Wang. I will show you the deployment diagram of our system and show the execution environment of this system can be Windows or macOS. The user can launch our application by executing the JavaScript file exported by Unity on a web browser. The application can communicate with the backend web server through the HTTP protocol. We will start a backend application built with Spring Boot on localhost as our web server. For the web server part, pom.xml is the deployment specification file, which specifies parameters guiding the deployment of the jar file. The jar file has manifest relationships with several components. There are users, doctors' working time, pill, and patient's case history. The web server will connect with the database server by using TCP/IP protocol. We will launch MySQL database service as our local database. There are several schemas of our database. There are users, doctor working time, case history, and pill. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for your watching.